Hey Aries, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing singles readings for everybody. So if that's you, watch on. If that's not you, leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see in, the next all signs videos. Those sorts of things. I do have lots of videos that you can watch instead if you're not single. I do recommend the shadow work video that I did upload on the full moon. A lot of interesting information on that one. But anyone that does comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I will be drawing that when we hit our first 100 subscribers. So thank you everyone so much for your support so far. Every single like and subscribe really does mean a lot to me. So thank you very much for all your help. But starting off today, Aries, firstly, we'll be looking at, the current love energy for our Aries singles. So what's going on for our Aries singles with love? I will let you know as well, sorry, I do have the Lenormand of Japan deck for our main spread today. I do also have the Angel Answers Oracle, as well as those beautiful heart-shaped lovers Oracle there. Okay, sorry, I forgot to introduce the decks to you. But starting off interesting here with, we do have the heart coming out first and foremost. So usually the card we want to see in a love spread. But, we are doing a singles reading, and the next card I do have is the mouse energy, Aries. So, the mouse really does talk about loss, okay, and things that are sort of eating away at us a little bit. So we are sort of looking at a past connection here. The loss of love in the past is sort of front and center of your spread at the moment there. And we do also have the lily coming through. Okay, so um, on the other side of that loss, we are sort of realizing that there probably was a lot of emotional intimacy that maybe led to this loss. So like a lack of that emotional intimacy between you and this past person. I'm definitely feeling that this is a past person. The mouse usually does represent past energy. And then, with the heart, obviously we are looking at a past love relationship. So with the heart there though, it definitely had the potential to be a strong relationship. And we do have the longevity comes through with the lily as well. So this is probably a relationship that you thought was going to be a long-term connection, and for some reason or another it has now obviously ended since we are single. But really focusing on the loss of that love. Okay, so if we're not focusing on a specific connection, we're just looking at the ways that we may have you know lost love in the past. All right, so it could be talking about multiple things there, multiple relationships, cycles, those kinds of things. But definitely affecting you long term with the lily there, definitely affecting your ability to be emotionally intimate in the future as well. So definitely something that we do need to look at. I do feel, I did mention in the start of the video there that I did do that shadow work reading just the other day. So I do suggest maybe watching that, Aries, watching your sun sign Aries, as if you're an Aries sun, of course. But I do recommend your moon sign as well for the shadow work readings. On a full moon, they do tend to be quite strong as well. But that full moon did affect Aries stronger than a lot of other signs. So, this is probably part of the reason why this is so heavy for you at the moment, Aries. But definitely seeing, a loss of love in the past, being quite relevant to your current situation when it comes to love. So it may be affecting your ability to love in the current, and possibly the future as well. So really needing to, work out some issues coming from that past connection there. And it probably is eating away at you a little bit. So I do find that, with this full moon, you probably have had a few revelations about that past connection, and maybe that's why it's sitting so strongly there. But with that lily there, um, you know, th- I will grab another card, okay, because I just want to know about that past connection and why it is so strong and why we're seeing that longevity with the lily, you know, because sometimes that could actually indicate some sort of reconciliation. So I just want to grab a clarity on that for us. Okay, so we are seeing the sun coming through. Okay, so, you know, you may be able to find happiness in that connection again if that's something that you want. But mostly I feel as though that's talking about those revelations, you know, finding some revelations within yourself. That's really sort of brought out for you, making you sort of understand some things about yourself and the way that you love, the way that you show love, the way that you show emotional vulnerability, those kinds of things. So maybe that's partly why that is so strong at the moment. Maybe you are just sort of realizing a few things have come to light just about yourself there, with that coming through. I don't know why my lights seem so dark today. Sorry about that, guys. But we'll have a look at the future energy for you as well. Aries singles, what's coming up in love, please? Okay, and once again, I just want clarity on whether that's connected to that same past connection, or is this a new connection? I do see that first card, but I feel as though it's probably up to you, Aries. You know, if you do want to reconcile with that past person, I definitely feel that the option is on the table for you. But otherwise, we are, you know, you have other possibilities as well. Firstly, we do have the fish coming through. Okay, so that's an abundance, really. And it can talk about multiple options. You know, plenty of fish in the sea, that kind of a vibe. So, you know, definitely some sort of abundance coming through in love for you, you know, probably due to these revelations that you've been going through. We also do have the letter, all right, so it could just be, you know, an abundance of communication, like texting and talking to someone, you know, a lot, those sorts of things, you know, so we definitely could be seeing just a huge amount of communication headed your way when it comes to some sort of love connection there. Um, the letter does talk about, you know, all sorts of communication. So texting, phone calls, you know, talking in person, talking online, all those sorts of things there. So if that is a past person that you do want to reconcile with, I do suggest, you know, opening those lines of communication and following through, because it will be quite abundant and probably even reveal even more to you there. But we do see the book, okay, so that does talk about brand new chapters, you know, having that option to write your story exactly how you want it, okay. So really, I feel like, once again, you really have the option here, Aries, of where you want to go with this story. It's completely up to you. Those chapters have not yet been written, all right? So maybe using part of the you know, the past story to sort of really work out where you want that story to go for yourself, with love and love connections. All right, do you want to, you know, go back and change some of these past chapters, rewrite your story, so to speak, or do you want to start, you know, a brand new chapter and move on completely from that past energy there? I am also seeing the key. So you do have success in love headed your way one way or another, but the key really does talk about opening doors. So this could definitely be opening new possibilities within that same connection or within a new connection. Like I said, Aries, I'm feeling that it's really up to you whether you want to, you know, revisit this past connection, or whether you, you know, want to open brand new doors for yourself. It's definitely sort of feeling like it's completely up to you which way you want to go with that. Um, but with the key and the lily both coming out today, I would sort of suggest too that, you know, opening up vulnerably, like in an emotional, vulnerable way, making sure that we are opening up ourselves, unlocking those parts of ourself, you know, to love. All right, just in general, just as a bit of general advice, when I do see those cards together, you know, especially in this sort of a reading, it really does sort of let us know that you probably do need to open up a little bit more. Okay, Aries. But we'll have a look at what those angel answers want to add in for us. Aries singles and love, please. Aries Singles and love. Pardon? Okay, so we do have remain positive. Okay, so really focusing on staying positive, thinking positively rather than allowing any negative thoughts to sort of take hold, all right? Because we do see opportunity. So that's very similar to that key with that success coming in. Definitely lots of opportunities headed your way in the near future, all right? So we do definitely have opportunities available to us in the near future, Aries. So the near future, that to me always speaks of, within a few weeks, within the next month or so, you will have a lot of opportunities for love for yourself, Aries. Okay, Aries Singles. Aries Singles. And one more for our Aries Singles, please. Okay, so firstly, we are seeing this card here. This is the card of balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, so whatever that means for you, it's about finding that balance, Aries. So, supporting and challenging each other. All right, we also do have look inside yourself. So I do feel as though they're probably a bit linked there too. So, when you are finding balance, find it within yourself as well. Support yourself, but also challenge yourself. Okay. Now we do have look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. All right. So once again, that's sort of reminiscent of that sun card, revealing those things to yourself, just getting that deeper understanding of, why you are feeling this loss so strongly at the moment there and where you want to take it in the future. You do have those successful options open to you. So, like I keep sort of saying, I really feel as though it's up to you, Aries, whether you do want to revisit that past person. There's love there. There is opportunity for, that long term with that past person if that is what you want, but you also have those same opportunities with somebody brand new if you're wanting that to go that way around it as well. All right. But that's what I have for you today, Aries. Make sure you leave me a comment and let me know if that resonated for you. Of course, feel free to check your other placements, if you feel that this didn't resonate for you. But hopefully I will see you all again soon. Thanks for your time.